Well, hi there, everybody. Good morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Tuesday morning. Not much fog out there. Futurecast is really hinting at a lot of fog. Really, the only thing we're seeing is some patchy fog in a few low-lying spots. There are some leftover clouds over eastern Nebraska and a few spotty showers still trying to hold on down here to the southeast. But for the most part, most of us are looking at a very quiet morning out there. Look for increasing amounts of sun for those that don't have it right away. Should be a lot of sunshine today. Again, maybe a few spotty showers refiring this afternoon over southeastern areas. For the most part, most of us will stay dry today. Then the focus turns towards these areas here out west. New thunderstorms firing up and then pushing southeastward. There is a low chance of an evening thunderstorm in North Platte. A very low chance in the Tri-Cities after midnight tonight, but the better chance it will stay off to the west and to the southwest during the evening and overnight hours here. Most of us will stay dry heading into tomorrow. A few models are hinting at eastern Nebraska being an area worth watching tomorrow, even in the morning. Although this model is mostly showing afternoon and evening, we're going to have to watch even in the morning here, and I'll show you why in just a little bit. Otherwise, the other area worth watching is going to be here to the northwest as this activity then pushes east and southeastward and could bring some isolated storms to our area lasting through early Thursday morning. But these are small chances for most of us the next couple of days. Thursday afternoon and especially Thursday evening, we're going to get a better chance of storms and severe weather as well. Now, for today, actually before this, I want to back up real quick. I'm going to go into my editor mode, so my camera's going to disappear for a little bit here. I want to switch to a different forecast model just so I can show you what I'm talking about here real quick when it comes to things. All right, so we're going to stay with my camera off screen, so you're just going to hear my voice here. So this is the HRR model. Again, should be pretty quiet today. We'll look to the southwest for storm chances there. Most of us are likely to stay dry, but again, maybe something isolated fires up. But then look what happens tomorrow morning, according to the HRR. Tries to fire up storms over eastern Nebraska. We'll see. I'm a little iffy on this. The local National Weather Service in Omaha is not even putting a chance of thunderstorms in the forecast for Lincoln. I decided I'm going to throw one in just because of what I'm seeing right here. And then we'll see other activity out west push through. And this is a little more widespread too than what most models are showing. And this model only goes through 1 a.m. So I'll back it up right there. That's as far out as that model goes. So again, the HRR is very aggressive. That said, it tends to do better short term, not a day out. So we'll see. Let's go. I'm going to show you one other model. This is the NAM Nest model here. This is already not doing a good job this morning. Then storms out west really tries to bring them farther north. This is why I've thrown a 20% chance for North Platte and the Tri-Cities, but very iffy on it. And then even has a little bit of activity in eastern Nebraska tomorrow afternoon, which is again why I decided to throw in that slight chance for Lincoln in. And then tomorrow evening, some storms pushing through right there. But again, the day worth watching, I think the most is going to be Thursday. I'm going to jump ahead before I even get into the Storm Prediction Center's outlook that I was going to show you earlier. I want to go to the regional NAM, the North American model, and I want to jump out to Thursday here. So here's Thursday morning, not a lot. But again, as we get towards Thursday afternoon, chances start to pick up a little bit. And then look at Thursday night here, and especially eastern Nebraska, but even central Nebraska, we're going to have to watch that round of severe storms as we're going to be dealing with that potential for severe weather here. And that's as far as that model goes. I'll show you the European model too real quick. Again, small chances the next couple of nights. Better chances Thursday afternoon to Thursday evening right here. Watching that severe weather over, especially eastern Nebraska. Still a chance on Friday, but our chances are going to start to go down. There's a chance Friday night through Saturday morning, but then we're going to trend towards drier weather over the weekend with just small chances of rain over the weekend. Next better chances I think are going to come with our next cool down around the Tuesday, Wednesday timeframe next week. And I'll show you the GFS model. And this is the last of the models I'll show you here. Everything's moving out this morning. Again, small chance tonight. I think the GFS is probably a little too aggressive there. But again, look at eastern Nebraska. We're going to have to watch that area tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, that stuff that develops in the Sandhills. But again, looking ahead to Thursday. And again, all of us have a chance, but I think eastern areas may have the best chance of storms Thursday evening. Some of that lingers through Friday morning, and then one more small chance Friday afternoon, Friday night, early Saturday. But we're going to trend towards drier weather over the weekend. And then next week around that Tuesday, Wednesday time frame, a pretty strong cold front's going to come through. That'll bring us our next chance. All right, let's get back to the convective outlooks from the Storm Prediction Center, starting with today. And again, this is mostly this evening, as we could see a little severe weather over western areas here. I especially watch southwest Nebraska in our viewing area west of Highway 83. Wind and hail are going to be your primary threats. I don't think we'll see a ton of severe weather, but again, a low-end chance of a little severe weather. Now, tomorrow, this is my wild card area. I know there's nothing right now other than just a general risk here, which means storms aren't expected to be severe. This is my wild card area tomorrow. Keep an eye on it just in case. But again, the best chances will be what comes here and then develops up here and then pushes southeastward. Again, wind and hail are your primary threats, but then check out Thursday, already a slight risk of severe weather over the eastern half of our area with a lower end marginal risk farther west where there could still be some severe weather, but the chances are just a little bit better. Highway 281 corridor and then eastward here. And early on with these storms, late afternoon, early evening, even isolated tornadoes are possible. All modes of severe weather are possible. We're going to have high instability, some decent shear as well. Not saying this is a classical spring storm or anything like that, but it's just a little bit better chance of tornadoes, which we don't get those chances as much in the summertime like we do in the spring. But also then transitioning to a wind and hail threat as we get further into the evening hours. All right, temperatures for the next couple of days. We're going to start to build up some heat the next couple of days. Mid to upper 80s, low to mid 90s this afternoon with the hottest temperatures over western and southwest Nebraska, northern portions of Kansas. Let's take a look at the zone forecast for today. And again, a little cooler the farther northeast you go, warmer the farther southwest you go. I don't really expect any thunderstorm activity for today during the daytime anyway. Again, upper 80s to near 90 in the northwest, a little warmer. Upper 80s and low to mid 90s in the southwest, to get hotter towards Benkelman, Kansas. And then we'll watch for an evening chance of a thunderstorm there. Southeast areas, storms are clearing out now. Clouds will follow suit over the next few hours. Mid to upper 80s and lower 90s. Lower 90s in far southern areas there, southern Nebraska, northern Kansas. Mostly mid 80s, maybe some upper 80s in northeastern areas. Clouds clearing out as well in those locations. So quick, I want to show you some of our smaller communities. Let's look at tonight's forecast around the area. Temperatures will drop back into the 60s for the most part, with the warmest temperatures in eastern Nebraska and northern Kansas. Tomorrow, so some of us, especially to the west, the hottest day ahead of us here. Highs upper 80s northeast Nebraska and then 90s for most locations. But look at that, upper 90s. Northern Kansas to southwest Nebraska, and a few triple digit figures into the panhandle where the air is just a little bit drier and it can heat up a little bit more. Lows tomorrow night into Thursday morning, mid to upper 60s and lower 70s. Still kind of hot on Thursday, especially over southern Nebraska, northern Kansas, low to mid 90s, and then mid to upper 80s as you go farther north as cooler air is starting to come in, and we'll feel that a lot more on Friday. Let's check out Thursday night into Friday morning, 60s. Lower 70s, and then here comes the cooler weather Friday. Much cooler weather to end the work week. Highs in the mid to upper 70s and low to mid 80s. So we feel that cooler weather coming in for a couple of days at the end of the week before the heat builds back up over the weekend and early next week. So again, temperatures coming up these next few days. Small chances of late night storms in the Tri-Cities tonight and tomorrow night. Better chances late Thursday into Thursday night. We'll watch that severe weather threat close. Friday cooler. Early chance is about a 50% chance before sunrise, and then just a slight chance Friday afternoon, Friday night, and early Saturday morning. Temperature's still pretty decent on Saturday, then the heat builds in Sunday and Monday. Then in fact, you see those temperatures building up in the low 90s Sunday, Monday before dropping back down. Again, I already kind of talked about it a little bit, that next cool front, more chances of rain around that Tuesday to Wednesday time frame. That's a pretty good cold front coming out of Canada. That's going to cool us back quite a bit around the 16th, 17th of the month. Let's take a look at North Platte. Again, evening thunderstorm chances the next 2 evenings. Heat building in, especially tomorrow. Better chance of storms Thursday afternoon, especially Thursday evening. And then another chance Friday afternoon into Friday night and early Saturday morning. It does cool down on Friday, and then temperatures start to work their way back up towards Sunday and Monday. The heat building back in, another cool down coming in as we get towards next Wednesday and possibly Thursday there as well with that next cold front coming plowing through here. Real quick at the long range. Still has us above average during that time. There's a chance we could start off below average, though. Maybe the heat will build in down the road, but I'm a little iffy on that right now. And then moisture-wise, it has us near to above average. The Climate Prediction Center does. So we'll see how that plays out. These aren't always the most accurate things here, but this is what they have for us for right now. All right, well, everybody, I want to thank you all for watching on this Tuesday morning. I will be back with you on Wednesday with all the latest. Until then, take care and God bless. Bye.